Well, I think with a student, if they're in distress, it's in the face and primarily the eyes. So, you know, my background as a former SAS soldier, I was probably subjected to lots of situations where you're having to read people's sort of instincts in their face and facial expressions and that type of thing. So if I'm in a class and a student comes in, you'll just see it. You know, if the eyes are sort of distant or, you know, it looks like they've got tunnel vision, you'll just see that on the face, and then straight away you know that they could be fight or flighting. They've lost access to certain parts of their brain, so they need support. So straight away I'll go up and I'll sort of get down on their level and I'll say, hey, are you all right? And, you know, and then they may start crying or something like that. You know, we have some students that have had sort of horrific lives. So sort of giving them that support, and then I'll sort of move them from the situation so they, you know, they don't feel like they're looking, you know, being sort of looked at by other students, and then we'll try and get to the bottom of it to see what's going on. I look back at my life and I thought, well, you know, I was in an environment where everybody was highly motivated and worked really hard. You know, they had that intrinsic sort of motivation to do their best. So I tap into that and I thought, why was that? You know, is it innate? You know, is it a genetic sort of thing? And a lot of it is that they were really sort of inspired to impress the people that were around them. You know, they didn't want to let people down. So I think in an educational sort of context, it's about the relationship with the student. So once you get that connection and that relationship, it's really special. So you can, seriously, and it's about being giving of yourself. For example, you can get a student to write a sonnet on period 5 of a Friday, if they have a buy-in. So, you know, I'd lost a friend in Iraq. So then from there, what I did was I gave the students that story. Then I put the sonnet up on the board, we got them to critique it, and then I got them to do a visualisation exercise where they had to sort of think about something that they'd, you know, loved and lost. Then they had their theme, you know, the thing that they could write about. So we do lots of that sort of stuff, trying to connect, you know, with the real world, and giving of yourself is probably one of the best ways to engage students because it builds that trust and connection.